Let's talk about that essential foundational practice for psychics and mediums that we know we should do, but maybe we don't do often enough: sitting in the power, or sitting for spirit, or falling up, which is how I phrase it. Falling up, sitting in the power, is something that we do so we heighten our psychic ability and our ability to connect to the unseen world if we're doing mediumship. And what it means is that we sit quietly and we just become very, very, very still and aware. It's not quite a meditation, it's not quite a practice, it's something in between. And it was actually handed down to us from the spirit world by a lovely gentleman called Gordon Higginson, who is a bit of a legend around the mediumship quarters, especially from the UK. But it's a practice of discipline. And sitting in the power is like where you just blend with everything and you become aware of everything around you. We're not going off with the pixies. We're not talking to our guides. We're not getting downloads, but we are staying very, very present and very alert. And when you are sitting in that power, we suddenly become aware of that magic glue that holds everything together. The chi, the prana. If you're a Jedi, you'd call it the Force. I think it's all the same thing, but we all look at it from different angles. We are blending with, becoming one with something greater, that force, that animating force of the universe that, some people call God, spirit, chi. That's it. But we're very, very, very awake and we're very aware. So we're not asleep and we're not off with the pixies, like I said. But it's almost like we're so still and so quiet, we feel like we're asleep, but we are actually awake, and you can sometimes feel the trees outside, or you're very aware of the birds twittering, and you might want to move your hand, but you're just like, can't be bothered actually. You're so relaxed. That is sitting in the power. That is falling up, as I've written about in my teeny tiny book, or sitting for spirit. Now, a funny story. We've got big bins out across the road from us. We've got a community centre and they've always got these massive bins. And there's, the recycling bin and the regular bin. And then there's this other bin and it's called commingled. And I thought, what a fantastic word is that, commingled. Commingled. It's like everything's in there together. And I thought, that's exactly what it's like when we sit in the power. We sort of commingle. We blend our awareness with everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, which is probably what's in that bin if it's commingled. But it's all part of the same thing, as we are all part of the same thing. So when we sit in the power and we do that devotional practice for ourselves and for our psychic ability and for our healing and for all these other things that we can sit for, we're commingling with the very essence that makes up this world. So there is an aspect of sacredness in there too. This is that practice that has been handed down to us by Gordon Higginson and is taught by a lot of mediumship tutors. Myself is one, but there's many others that teach it as well. And it is a foundational practice. If you want to get better information, if you find that you stop halfway or you run out of things to say or you don't even know if the spirit world's there, sitting in the power is going to fix that. You will know that they're there. You will feel it. The information will come, because all psychic work is blending your energy with somebody else's and letting it commingle. All mediumship is blending your awareness with another person's awareness that just happens to not have a body, but their awareness is absolutely there. That's all it is. So your ability to commingle is going to determine the effectiveness and your satisfaction, your ability to serve other people as well. So that's my little thought on sitting in the power, the idea of blending and commingling. Let me know if you've ever heard of the practice of sitting in the power. Tell me if you do it or not. I'd love to hear your feedback. Ciao for now. This is my book, by the way, Falling Up. Small plug.